At its core, life is a journey of refining your character. It is a process of awakening that moves from the inside out. If you cannot understand your own mind within the limited years you have, your life becomes a series of reactions. You will be easily controlled by circumstances, trapped by old scripts, and lost in chasing goals that don't actually fulfill you. Wisdom tells us that our external world is a mirror of our internal state. When your mind is clear, your life feels manageable, but when your mind is cluttered with unexamined habits, the world feels like a chaotic place. The essence of your journey isn't about the ups and downs of your career or your social status. No, it's about whether you can use those experiences to recognize who you are underneath all that noise. It's about taking radical responsibility for your life and evolving into a more resilient, intentional, and self-actualized human being. We enter this world not just to exist, but to break through the patterns that keep us stuck. Every difficult person you deal with, every setback you face, and every win you celebrate isn't an outside test. It's a data point. It is your life, showing you where you still have blind spots and where you are still reacting based on old, unconscious programming. True growth isn't about escaping the stress of the modern world. It's about refining your mindset in the middle of it until you are no longer a victim of your environment. Only when you are willing to let your old self, the one built on ego and insecurity, fall away, can your authentic self emerge. This isn't about hating who you were. It's about moving from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. In the past, you might have been a passenger in your own life, driven by instincts or social pressure. But once you wake up, you realize that much of what you called personality was just a collection of survival mechanisms. By leaving that old cage behind, you finally step into a life where you are the architect, not just the occupant. To give your journey direction, I want to share 4 paths of intentional living. The first path is self-actualization. A person who hasn't awakened to their potential is simply acting out a script written by their upbringing and their culture. They think they are making choices, but they are actually just reacting to triggers. Awakening is the moment you reclaim the steering wheel. You realize that loving yourself isn't a luxury or a soft sentiment. It's a strategic necessity. It means recognizing your limitations and making decisions from a long-term perspective. You stop letting cheap, short-term hits of dopamine deceive you, and you start building a foundation of deep, stable confidence. The second path is developing the observer mind. In psychology, this is called metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking. It's about jumping out of the waves of emotion and standing on the shore. When you can observe your anger, you are no longer the anger. When you can see your anxiety, it loses its power to paralyze you. This is a high-level skill that makes you the master of your internal world. Being an observer doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you stop being drowned by what you feel. When a negative thought arises, don't judge yourself. Instead, lift your perspective. It's like looking at a map of a storm from a satellite. Instead of being stuck in the rain, This clarity allows you to replace impulse with strategy and habit with awareness. The third path is radical acceptance. In the West, we often think acceptance means giving up. It doesn't. It means acknowledging the facts of reality so you can stop wasting energy fighting things you cannot change. The more you resist a truth about your past or your current situation, the more power it has over you. What you resist persists. Acceptance is about ending the internal war. When you can accept your mistakes, accept that life is sometimes unfair, and accept that people will leave, your heart becomes much wider. Time doesn't heal you. The decision to stop clinging to a version of reality that doesn't exist, that is what heals you. Life is a constant process of making peace with the present moment. The fourth path is focusing on the internal ROI. If you don't realize that your greatest obstacle is your own unmanaged mind, you will waste your life trying to fix everyone else. You'll try to change your partner, your boss, or the political climate, only to find yourself exhausted. You cannot control the output of the world, but you can control your input. This is the Stoic dichotomy of control. The wisest way to live is to distinguish between what is in your power and what isn't. Give 100% of your effort to your own reactions, your own work, and your own integrity. Treat people with sincerity, but don't tie your happiness to their approval. When you stop holding the world responsible for your peace of mind, you finally become free. Ultimately, the goal isn't to become a perfect person. It's to become a real person, someone who is clear-headed, resilient, and capable of keeping their inner light burning even when the world gets dark. I hope that on this path, you won't fear the setbacks, won't obsess over the opinions of others, and won't be trapped by the person you used to be. I hope that wherever you go, you bring a sense of grounded power. Life is, after all, an awakening to the person you were always meant to be.